If you can't dip your body weight, or at least do a full front lever, your results are probably below average,
The biggest piece of dog shit.
even if you've been training for only 1 year. So most people in the gym are making some shit ton of program. They just want to have a clean muscle up, 100 kg bench, not even dips, and then stop training more than that. But that doesn't mean that everything higher than 100 kg bench is a good level just because nobody does that. This is shitty. Like if you train for 2 years and you have like 120 kg bench or even 100 kg dip, this is extremely shitty results, especially when you are more than 80 kg. Like everybody at an intermediate level on the internet can do that, natural or even 16 years old. The number one reason you are making shitty progress is because you train like everyone else in the gym, because everyone else in the gym are having shitty progress. So even if your gym is not a commercial gym and in your gym there is some powerlifter, even most of them are making some below average progress. So if you see, let's say in your gym, like the strong guy, like the 30-year-old guy doing like 70 kg weighted pull-up or benching 150 kg bench, let me tell you that this guy is making shitty progress, because this guy is training for like 10 years. And if you think about it, 70 kg pull-up and 150 kg bench, it's between intermediate and advanced level. Like for bench 150 it's advanced, but for pull-up sometimes it's not even advanced level. So this guy that is training for 10 years, that have more experience than you, that can train more to failure than you, and that is more consistent than you because he is training for 10 years, himself is having shitty progress and training bad. So if you want to have good progress, you need to train better than the guy that is pulling 70 kg in your gym and have 10 years of experience. So how do you do that? How can you train better than someone that is training for 10 years and that have a better pull-up, better bench than you? This sounds impossible because this guy have more experience than you, and you need to train better than them just to have some decent or normal progress. And let me tell you that this is easily achievable, because if you think about it, 70 kg pull-up in 10 years, this is not crazy progress. This guy did probably plateaus for months or even years, and he probably had some injuries. So to do better progress, it's easily achievable. You can easily achieve like 70 kg pull-up in less than 2 years, even if you start with only 10 pull-up. You can easily outlift this guy in your gym if you just listen to the 3 rules that I'm going to give you in the video. The first rule is never cut in your life. So this sounds stupid, but if you are not fat, if you are not going to do a bodybuilding competition and blasting steroids, there is no way you need to cut. And I'm going to give you objective facts why cutting is stupid. First, because a lot of people, when they cut, is because they did a bulk too far in the winter, they just want 10 kg, and then they need to cut because they are scared of being fat in the summer and don't having abs. So they just want to look good. This is the first reason. And the thing is, cutting every year really take a lot of time. So imagine you are cutting for summer like everyone else. You are cutting for 2 months, and then in the summer you maintain your body fat for 3 months on the summer, and then you need your first month of bulking. You are just going to gain the muscle that you just lost by doing the cut. So maybe you will take the muscle back in only 2 weeks or maybe in 1 month. It depends of how well you did the cut, but you're going to lose some muscle. So every year you lose 2 months by the cut. You are doing 3 months of like main gain, so you don't really gain muscle. So you lose 2 months, and these 3 months of main gains you are making low progress or no progress, so you lose 1 month. So now you are losing 3 months, and then you also need 1 other month to just gain the muscle back that you lost. So now you lose 4 months every year. 4 months every year. It's basically making 30% less progress every year. This is huge. Some people pay coaching just to have 30% more progress, and you are making less progress just to being little more lean this summer. And the thing is, if you just want to have abs this summer, you are doing this because you want to look great at the beach for 2 weeks. So you just want to go in Thailand and don't feel insecure by being fat at the beach. And now you have a good physique in the summer, and just people don't give a shit, and the lady girls in Thailand just rejecting you. This is stupid. You just suffer for 2 months of cutting just to have 2 weeks of getting lean in the summer. Like, why did you suffer? Like, why did you cut for 2 months? Like, lose your strength, lose your muscle, like, feel bad just to 2 weeks. Oh, I don't feel insecure in the beach because I have defined abs. And the thing is, if you do a decent bulk, not some dirty bulk, you will still see your abs on the bulk. So even some people that like take it extremely a lot on big bulk, they still have abs. Especially if your goal is strength, if you are doing street lifting like me and you pull 80 kg, if you are doing calisthenics, you do main gain, and even in bodybuilding when you are doing a calorie surplus, you don't need to eat that much and you will always see your abs. And basically, if you eat more to try to have even more muscle by doing a biggest bulk, the only thing that will do is that by having a 1,000 calorie surplus instead of 200, you will just have more fat in your body. And this will decrease your health, decrease your testosterone, and then you will make less progress, and you will just lose all the muscle in the cut. So basically, in the studies, if your calorie surplus is like 200 calorie, which is 200 calorie is like 50 grams of carbs, which is not a big, you don't need that much calorie. You have like 70% of the progress. Then you have a 500 calorie surplus, you have like 100% or 90%. And if you go from 500 to 1000 calorie surplus, the muscle gains increase by 1%. 1%. And on the cut, you will probably lose 10% of the muscle. So basically, if you are doing more than 500 calorie surplus, you just gonna lose muscle on the cut. So this is stupid. And if you don't know what is 500 calories, you can just take some oats, like 200 gram of oats with some milk, and it is easily 800 calories. So if you just need to add 500 calories to gain weight, you can just take some oats in the morning, just take more time to do the breakfast, and that's it. So even in street lifting, when you compete, there is a specific weight. If even in competition, if let's say I am like 95 kg and there is like the minus 94 kg competition, there is the minus 100, and I want to like lose 2 kg to go to the minus 94 kg competition and just be stronger, I mean, in maybe I will be better at the competition, but in long term, if you think I just lose muscle, and if I continue doing street lifting for 5 years, I will probably have more muscle and probably be 96 kg lean. So why would I do a cut to do lower than 94 kg to just have a better competition if later I know that I will probably like be 96 kg lean? So why would I bother doing a cut for a competition? Like, and if I do a cut for a competition, I will just have less strength. I will just my CNS adaptation will be shitty. I will recover bad. Just for, yeah, in this specific competition is my first competition, I will have like better results. I think that is stupid in long term. And the last thing also, if you really do a bulk, a very lean bulk with only as an animal based diet, so basically the most caloric thing that you eat is the fat in your meat. This is the most caloric thing, or the oils that you add when cooking your meat. This is the most caloric thing. In this situation, it is very hard to bulk like 1000 calories by eating clean, because if you never eat some junk food, if you don't eat like a lot of sugar, you don't eat some cereals or some shit, there is no way you can be 1000 calories surplus, especially like for me, what I'm 90 kg, I can't eat like 4 hours before bed, because if I need to digest protein before bed, I will sleep bad. If I digest protein before 6 hours before the workout, I will train bad. So for me, it is extremely hard to be 1000 calories surplus in a clean bulk. So if you want to just do a bulk and eat healthy at the same time, what you should do, there is no way you will bulk too far and lose your abs. Rule number 2, don't take advice from the wrong people. So what is the wrong people? So first I need to explain you what the most people take advice from. So the most people, if they want to watch a video how to bulk, they will watch a video about Ronnie Coleman, about a big, huge bodybuilder, more than 100 kg, about how to bulk. If they want to know how to have abs, they will watch David Lade. If they want to know how to have big chest, they will want a YouTuber about that have big chest. They will watch Train Twins. And if they want to have big back, they will watch a video about someone that have a big back. And it is very stupid. Like watching someone that is strong in something and thinking that he will give better advice. It is like, this sounds logic, but in a way it is very stupid, because if you think about it, why did, let's say, David Lade have abs? David Lade, he almost never cut it in this life. He just did a bulk for his entire life. He don't know how to maintain, how to bulk, but this guy has more abs, more defined abs than Ronnie Coleman. And Ronnie Coleman, what he struggled the most, what he tried the most, is to be lean, be shredded in the competition. So for Ronnie Coleman, what he's really tried to do is to be shredded, but he still have more muscle and is very bulky. So basically, if you take advice from someone that is strong in something, he probably didn't even try to be good at this thing. So for example, me, I have a very strong back, and my chest is is not that big compared to my shoulders. But the thing is, when I did bodybuilding my first years before doing street lifting, I tried to grow my chest. I never trained my shoulders in my life, and I didn't even try to like focus on my back, but my back was still my strong side. So if you take advice from me, yeah, you have abs, you have a back, how to grow a back, how to have abs. I never really trained this muscle. So basically, if someone have a good genetic in the muscle, he probably just did a compound exercise and he trained it. But for me, my chest is so hard to grow it that I needed to do some isolation, do some weird exercise to be able to just use my chest muscle. So basically, if you are, let's say you have a weak genetic, you are struggling to cut, you get easily fat, or you are struggling to have like upper chest, watch a video about someone that has extremely shitty chest genetic. Like someone, let's say like me, my chest genetic is like I have no upper chest. No upper chest. So I will watch a video about someone that has the same muscle insertion than me. So this is very important. So for example, I am a stronger pull-up, I am stronger in pull than in push. So I will watch a video about, let's say, Ludo Adavachum, so the number one puller in France, because this guy, he has long arms and a short torso, a short chest like me. Because this guy know how to use his back strength as an advantage, and he know how to use his like chest weakness to make them stronger. So this is very important. Always take advice from people that has exactly the same genetics, because if they don't have the same muscle insertions, the same genetics, the same injury, they will give you an exercise that will not work for you. So let's say some people with a big chest, they will say, yeah, just do bench press, and in the bench press you use your chest at 70%. But for me, bench press and dips use my triceps at 70%. For me, it's more a triceps exercise. If I can do every forms you want, for me it's more the triceps. So if this guy say, yeah, you can just do bench press or some shit that you will have chest, no, for me it's not my strong size, my chest. So for me, I unlocked almost the front lever in 2 months. But the thing is, I trained the front lever randomly. I had no program. I didn't do progression, just because I was already strong in one-handed pull-up and I have long arms and little torso. I just unlocked it in like 2 months, the front lever. Does that mean that I am good in having the front lever? No! I don't know how to train the front lever. I just had it. It's like someone that had the full planche by just doing random attempts in 1 month. This guy don't know how to do the full planche, but this guy is selling a program how to do the full planche. And that's why Jan Barsigel, he tried the same technique. He tried to just do attempts on the full planche, and then he's training for like 5 months and he don't even have the full planche, but after 5 months. And like how a program can work for someone that is like in 1 month someone can have the full planche and someone don't have the full planche in like 5 months or even a year. This is because this guy is just stronger in full planche. He has good genetics for the planche. So take advice to someone that has like the worst genetics on the earth to a muscle. Because if someone has like very shitty upper chest genetics, like me, he will know how to use your upper chest. That's it. So if you want also details, you can watch a video why you can't pick up someone's workout split that will explain you exactly why just listening to someone that has like good genetics will not give you like the best, like the same results as him. The rules number 3 is that you need to take advice only when it's the right moment. So there is some advice you will just have in your life, in not just in the gym but in life. But sometimes you will have the advice too late, and sometimes it will not be too late and you can't have the advice because you're just not at the level yet. What I mean is like some people in your life will give you advice in the gym, but at your level, maybe it is details. So let's say you are struggling with money, you just almost have the money to go to a commercial gym like 20 euro per month. If someone is giving you advice about, yeah, what's the best collagen to take, for you it's details. You don't even have the money to buy eggs and to go to the gym. So for you it's details. So let's say in this video, you are watching this video, your goal is to have like 20 pull-ups. You want to have like 30 dips. You want to get good and at first the basics. That if you watch a video, like, do you need a deload? How to like optimize your central nervous system, your CNS recovery? For you, this will be extremely detailed. You won't need deload, never as a beginner, even if you train too hard. This is gonna be details for you. But later, for me, for example, now my number one problem in my program, what is limiting my progress now, is my central nervous system recovery, because I pull like 70 kg, I dip like 80 kg, and this is my number one problem. So at my level, something that could be a detail for you, for me, it's my priority. So for me, I don't need also to recover my CNS, but the CNS adaptation for me, I have some triceps tendinitis, some triceps injury. So for me, like recovering my tendons is also important. But for you, maybe for you, the number one thing is recovering your muscle. But for me, at my level, recovering my muscle, it's more like almost a details when I'm struggling to recover my CNS. So what's very, very important that you need to take action on it is that you can't just take every advice, like someone speak about, yeah, creatine, collagen. He speaks about some micronutrient optimization. Speaks about some sleep optimization. You can't pick every advice because it's like trying to have a new habit. Are you gonna try to have 10 new habits this week? This is impossible. So if you watch a video about like 50 habits to learn, you can't implement it in like 3 months, the 17 habits or the 15 habits. It's impossible. So it's the same for the advice. You want to have like only 1 or 2 advice every month. So now let's say your number one priority, maybe for you, it's like the sleep quality, but not the sleep time. So let's say you are sleeping 7 hours or 8 hours, which is decent, but before sleep you don't have some red light that come from the bottom, because if you have a red light from the bottom, it's more like the sun and you have a better sleep. But you just watch your phone, then maybe your number one priority is having a better sleep. So try to have like first this one, and then try to have all the details about like creating the number of rest between sets. So first try to do only the advice that you need at your level, because if you just listen to other advice, this is going to be too much things in your head and you're going to forgive what is important. So it's like, let's say you are 18 years old, you are trying to make money online, and you're watching a video about a billionaire saying, like, let's say mindset video about how to, let's say, pay less taxes or some videos. For you, you're 18, you're just trying to have like $50. For you, it's stupid. You're just going to have more things in your brain. You will forget what is important. So at your level, you need to think about what is the most important thing and focus about that. So let's say what is most important is your sleep, training more intensity, having a more intensity. Focus about that. Let's say you are implementing these habits. The next 2 months, you are making very, very good progress. Then after 2 months, you are making less progress. It's almost a plateau. Then you need to implement other habits, and that's gonna be your priority. That wasn't your priority before. So maybe before creatine was unnecessary for you, then it becomes your priority. So you need to have every habit, like a new habit every month, one by one, and not 10 habits at the same time. So now for me, like I have 80 kg pull-up. For me, my biggest program is my CNS recovery and my tendon recovery. But maybe when I will reach like 100 kg pull-up, in which is be like in less than 1 year, maybe then I will have other problem, and then maybe other things that are details now. Let's say like my breathing protocol, like a breathing method before the set, to have more oxygen in my muscle, or other details that will become also very important. Then now that you know that, I want you really very important that you search one habit to stick to it, and when you implement this habit or like this advice, you go to the next one, but don't try to have like different habits at the same time. So for you, what is very important at your level, I guess it's probably trying intensely, having a better quality sleep, and also having a more frequency. So if you train for hypertrophy, you need to train every muscle at least 2 times a week. This is the bare minimum. And if you do like for strength, maybe doing like weighted pull-ups or weighted dips 3 times per week is the bare minimum. So you need to be more productive in your days, like doing your homework quicker, so you have more time and you are able to train every exercise 3 times per week. So I train, for example, 4 times per week. So I train only 4 times per week, but I train pull up and muscle up and dips, all of them 3 times per week. And I do also my accessory exercise. So you can watch the video like the best accessory exercise for dips. So maybe you will learn about it, like how I do to train only 4 times per week, but to have a very high frequency. So this is something very important for you at your level. When you are a beginner, you don't have 40 kg pull-up, to have a very big frequency. So if you're like me, you do street lifting or you do calisthenics, you want to have muscle up, what's the most important thing is the frequency, how much time you train an exercise per week. So what is very important is first that you try to have a workout split to be able to train every exercise 3 times per week. The last bonus truth that I'm going to give you is that you don't train enough hard. Maybe you think so, maybe you are your own weak brain are coping and saying, yeah, I train hard, I go to failure. There is different kind of failure. There is this failure up. This is not enough failure. Good failure is when you, like your last rep is like, you are shaking like a fucking bitch, then the bar hits on you on the bench, and then you still are grinding. So you probably think, yeah, I go to failure, this is hard. It's not because you go to failure that this means you are training hard. Because I can go to failure on the pull-up, but maybe I won't be explosive, I won't focus, and my failure will be like 2 reps less that if I would focus, if I would like hang on the bar for 10 seconds to try to do another reps, then I will maybe do like more to failure. If I would like wait on the bar on dead stop and try to do another reps, this is gonna be more the failure. So maybe you are not going to failure because in your gym it's a commercial gym. So if you are making some cries when you grind, people look like weird at you, they do not encourage you. For me in my gym, there is the guys that owns the gym, like why I'm crying in the gym when I'm training hard. The people are like, oh, hopefully you stop the rep, hopefully you didn't went to failure, because I don't want to see you making progress in the gym. So maybe your environment in the gym is bad because you are in a commercial gym, all the guys in the gym are weak, and they impressed that you just do like a 5 kg muscle up, so they don't want you to make progress. So don't be scared to do some weird shit, because these guys are watching you weird because they never see someone really want to make good progress, because they are making average progress, so they are shocked. They don't understand how you can train so hard, because they never see someone making more than average progress. So never be scared of that, and don't forget to take action after this video, because if you don't take action, this educational video gonna be some advertisement video, and you're just going to waste your time, never get better, and still stay in the same average shitty progress that you are. So please be able to make some progress, and maybe one day you will do 100 kg pull up, because I know I will do it. I'm sure I will continue. I will reach 100 kg pull up. I don't know. I mean, if you don't take action now, I'm sure you will never even bench like 120 kg bench routine shitty if you don't take action after this video.